Hello everyone. Earlier we have done with five different important polymers. Now we will start with the sixth one. And earlier we have done fifth one. We have ended with, I think it's nothing but polyamide. Okay, where we have seen nylon 6 and nylon 66, two types of polymer. Now we are going to see something about polyesters. Okay, which is the sixth polymer. So next you will write title as 6, that is polyesters. Okay. So as the name indicates, there must be ester linkage, right? So first point you will write, it is consisting of ester linkage. The most important polymer is nothing but terylene, which is also called as dacron. So second point you will write is, most important polymer is terylene, T-E-R-E-L-Y-N-E, terylene, or it is called as a dacron, T-E-R-Y-L-E-N-E, terylene or dacron. And third you will write, it is obtained by the condensation polymerization of two monomers. One is ethylene glycol and second is terephthalic acid. So these 3 points you are supposed to write. First, it is consisting of ester linkage. Second is nothing but it is the most important polymer is terylene or dacron, and third is it is obtained by the condensation polymerization of ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. So structure for ethylene glycol is like this. See, this is ethylene, CH2, right? And this is OH. So this is ethylene glycol. So write down its name at the downside. It's ethylene glycol, okay, plus terephthalic acid. So structure for terephthalic acid is this: C double bond OH. Then there is a benzene ring, okay, and again C double bond OH, and the name is terephthalic acid. Right? So the name is terephthalic acid. What next you will do is, whatever the water molecule is there, that is OH from this, OH from this and H from this, it undergoes removal. Okay, so it's minus NH2O. Temperature condition is 420 to 460 Kelvin, and therefore, see, this hydrogen will go. Okay, so you will write oxygen, then CH2 as it is. Okay, this CH2. Then next is, there is removal of water, so we will remove water. So this oxygen as it is. Then this is C double bond O. Then the benzene ring again and the C double bond O. And this is the structure for that monomer. Okay, so these two monomers undergo the condensation polymerization. It removes the water, that is, this water is removed. Temperature condition is 420 to 460 degrees Celsius, 60 degree Kelvin. Okay. And next is nothing but this O as it is, because this hydrogen will go with the forthcoming acid group, OH group. Therefore, this O as it is, this CH2 as it is, this oxygen as it is, then C double bond O, then this benzene ring, and this C double bond O. So this name is nothing but, this is terylene, or it is called as dacron. Okay? Its name is terylene or dacron. And the uses, as far as one more thing, where we are supposed to write this temperature condition, here you will mention the catalyst. It's zinc, acetate, antimony trioxide. So this is a catalyst used, okay, and this is a reaction. After that you will start writing the uses. As far as uses are concerned, next you are supposed to write properties. So as far as properties are concerned, you will write, it's said to possess melting point which is higher, that is 265 degrees Celsius. Then it is resistant towards the action of chemicals and water. Then uses, in uses you will write, it is used for making the wrinkle-free fabrics, and therefore it is blended by blending with cotton, that is called terrycot, and by blending with wool, that is called terry wool. Then next you will write, it is also used as a glass reinforcing material in helmets or safety helmets. Next you will write third use, PET, that is PET. PET is a most common or branding name for terephthalic, polyethylene terephthalate, that is PET, and it is PET. It is a common name for polyethylene terephthalate or the thermoplastic polyethylene terephthalate, and it is used for making some packing containers. It is used for making jam bottles. It is used for making simply the bottles. Okay, so that is nothing but PET. So this is all about polyesters. Okay. Next we will start with the phenol formaldehyde resins. So this is something about polyesters, that is 6th one. Then 7th you will write phenol formaldehyde resins and related polymer. So in that first we will see bakelite. So write down next title as phenol formaldehyde resins and related polymer. Okay, so 7th you are supposed to write the title as phenol formaldehyde resin and related polymer. First in that we will see is nothing but bakelite. Okay, so you will write this as a title, bakelite. Okay, it's a bakelite. So bakelite is what? It is obtained from the reaction between phenol and formaldehyde. The phenol and formaldehyde, these are the two monomers which are used. So phenol and formaldehyde, these are the reactant material used. Phenol and formaldehyde, they are allowed to react with one another in presence of acid or base as a catalyst, and it will give you first novolac, which is nothing but the molding powder. Okay, this novolac, then it is subjected to higher temperature and pressure condition, and it is molded under the higher temperature and pressure condition, and therefore it results into the final polymer, which is so called as bakelite. So bakelite is nothing but the crosslink polymer, and it can be used as a substitute for glass. It is used in making articles like telephone instrument. Then it is used in making kitchenwares. It is used in making electric instruments. So that is nothing but bakelite. So first you will write phenol and formaldehyde on reaction gives you so phenol and formaldehyde are used as a starting material. In second you will write phenol and formaldehyde at higher temperature and pressure condition in presence of acid and base as a catalyst gives the bakelite as a polymer in two stage. In first stage, novolac is obtained as which is nothing but the molding powder which is obtained. Then next you will write novolac, that starting material or molding powder, it is then molded at higher temperature and pressure condition, and it results into formation of bakelite. So next we will write the two reactions or two-stage reactions for formation of novolac and as well as for formation of bakelite. So for writing this, you will first write this title. Then I told you some points. First point you are supposed to write, it is obtained by the polymerization of phenol and formaldehyde. In second point you will write phenol and formaldehyde in presence of acid and base as a catalyst. It will give you novolac in the first stage, that is the starting material, that is the molding powder. In third you will write novolac, the starting or the molding powder, it is then subjected to molding by applying higher temperature and pressure condition, and therefore it results into formation of the polymer which is so called as bakelite. Then next fourth point you will write, it is used as a substitute for glass, and next you will write it is used for making the articles like telephone instrument, it is used for making electric instrument, it is used for making kitchenwares. So that 5 points you are supposed to write. Next you will write reactions for involved. So stage 1 reaction is this. Okay, stage 1 of reaction is this. What is structure for phenol? This is benzene ring and OH on its top, and next formaldehyde, that is HCHO. Okay, so phenol is taken and formaldehyde is taken. Then in presence of acid and base as a catalyst, acid or base is acting as a catalyst, and it will give you three different monomers. One is called as orthomethyloyl phenol because this is a methyloyl group at the ortho position. See, this is OH and CH2OH. Okay, so what do you write? This HCHO is there now. We have written this, or we have rearranged that whatever formaldehyde, and we have written in this way CH2OH, right? This is called orthomethyloyl phenol. Then second is nothing but at para position we will have that methyloyl phenol. So this is CH2H. So it's para-methyloyl phenol. And next you will write this is OH. Okay, this is CH2OH at ortho position, both ortho positions. Okay, and the next forthcoming at the para position. So here you will write, say this is orthomethyloyl phenol, CH2OH. Okay, so at ortho position again we are having CH2OH group, this ortho and para methyloyl phenol, and this is ortho para trimethyloyl phenol. So this is orthomethyloyl phenol, this is ortho para dimethyloyl phenol, and this is ortho para trimethyloyl phenol. Okay. Once you finish this, what next you are going to write is nothing but stage 2. Now in stage 1, yes, in stage 1 we are having this whatever polymeric material. Okay. So this is nothing but the starting material which is used for formation of Novolac. In stage 2, what you will write is stage 2, whatever this material is there, that is orthomethyloyl phenol is taken. Okay, this is CH2OH and N moles of this are taken. This N moles, then they are allowed to undergo removal of water. So this is N minus NH2O, right? What you will observe is the structure will be like this. This is OH, okay, and this CH2 we are supposed to write over here. So this CH2, again we will have benzene ring with this OH, again this CH2 and with this, okay, and this is nothing but Novolac, the molding powder, so which we are getting in this second stage. Okay, so what you will write is this is orthomethyloyl phenol, which on removal of N moles of water, it will give you the molding powder, which is nothing but Novolac. It is a linear polymer. Now once this stage 2 is over, see what we have done. See, OH from one group, okay, OH from one unit and hydrogen from the forthcoming will combine together and it will give you this structure, that is this Novolac. Okay, so there is only removal of water. This OH from this unit and forthcoming hydrogen from the next this unit. So they are undergoes removal, they are undergoing removal of water, and therefore we are getting this Novolac. Okay. In third stage, what will happen? This whatever Novolac is there, it is then subjected to molding process at higher temperature and pressure condition, and that results into formation of a polymer which is so called as bakelite. So next we will see formation of bakelite in third stage. Okay, so up till now we have seen two stages, stage 1 and stage 2. In stage 2 we have done with formation of Novolac. In stage 3rd, what will happen? Whatever that Novolac is there, okay, that Novolac is there, it undergoes polymerization and therefore or repeated condensation, and therefore it results into formation of the polymer which is so called as phenol formaldehyde resin, or which is simply so called as bakelite. So the structure for this like this. Okay, we will have continuation. So instead of writing CH2, now I will write this. Okay, so one angle indicates that there is presence of one methylene group. Okay, so I will write this. Then again the benzene ring, then OH. Again I will write this indicating one CH2 group. Okay, okay, and next to that, see, now there is a CH2 unit present. So that Novolac is there, its upside and downside undergoes condensation reaction, and that's why I will write this CH2 at the middle, again the same ring. Okay, okay, and downside you are supposed to write this OH, and the chain continues. Okay, so this is CH2, again we will write this, and the chain continues. Okay, so this is so called as bakelite. The crosslink polymer, see there is a crosslink present in between them. Okay, if you observe this type of crosslink is present. Okay, CH2, CH2, CH2 which are present. So this is one Novolac unit. Okay, this is second Novolac unit, and in between them there is a cross-linking, and therefore bakelite is a cross-link polymer. Is it clear? So now we have done with 6 polymer, that is nothing but polyesters, where we have seen Dacron or Terylene, and 7th one we have seen is nothing but phenol formaldehyde resin and the related polymer. First we have seen that is nothing but bakelite. So we have started with the phenol formaldehyde resin. One we have done, which is nothing but bakelite. Next we are going to see is nothing but melamine formaldehyde resin. The name itself indicates that melamine formaldehyde is nothing but melamine and formaldehyde. Both of them, they are allowed to undergo condensation reaction, and on condensation it results into formation of somewhat highly cross-linked polymer, which is so called as melamine formaldehyde resin, and it is used in making some decorative articles like formica, and it is plastic dinnerware, okay, and so which is somewhat heat and moisture or water resistant, okay. So first you will write it is obtained by the condensation. Next you will write. So first we have seen is bakelite, okay, under the title phenol formaldehyde resin. Second, write down B as melamine formaldehyde resin. Okay, so melamine formaldehyde resin. So in that first write down first point, melamine and formaldehyde undergoes condensation reaction and it results into formation of melamine formaldehyde resin. Second, write down to give it is a highly cross-linked polymer. And third, write down it is used in making some decorative articles like formica and plastic dinnerware which is heat and moisture resistant. Next we will write the reaction. See, this is structure for melamine. We will have benzene ring and at alternate position there is nitrogen, okay, and there are amine group. So there is NH2 group, okay, at this position again there is NH2, okay, NH2, 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 and then there is CH2O. CH2 is nothing but formaldehyde. So here you will write melamine, okay, and next to that you will write formaldehyde. Okay, so this is formaldehyde. What first we will observe is whatever melamine is there and that formaldehyde reacts with one another. So this is CH2, this is CH2O and one hydrogen from this, okay. So it results in formation of this kind of structure. Okay, this is as it is. Instead of NH2, now you will write NH, okay, NH and CH2OH. So one hydrogen from that NH2 will go with this. Again NH CH2OH and this is NH CH2OH. Okay, so this is nothing but this we will get once the melamine and formaldehyde is allowed to undergo reaction. Now next what will happen? This whatever hydrogen and this whatever hydrogen from the next unit and OH from this unit combines together and therefore that will result in removal of water and therefore reaction takes place in presence of hydronium ion, that is H3O plus, that is H2O plus H plus. Okay, so that will give you H3O plus. So this is hydronium ion, this is hydronium ion H3O plus and you will get the polymer like this. Okay, this is as it is, right? This is N, one hydrogen with this and this is CH2. This is N, H and this is CH2 and this is N, H and this is CH2. Okay, so this remains as it is and therefore to that CH2 you will write bond and this is the structure. Okay, so this is so called as melamine formaldehyde resin. Is it clear what I have done? I have written this like this, the whole structure as it is. In H, so NH I have written like this, NH, and OH from this and hydrogen from the forthcoming unit will combine and therefore the CH2 remains as it is and OH and H becomes water. Again this N, this H as it is and this CH2, OH and H becomes water. Again I have written this N as it is, this hydrogen as it is and this is CH2 and this is so called as melamine formaldehyde resin. Okay, next, so we have done with bakelite and second type is melamine formaldehyde. Eighth polymer, this is so called as Buna S rubber. It is also called as SBR, that is styrene butadiene rubber. So next, eighth one, write down title as Buna S rubber. Okay, so next I have written this is Buna S rubber, that is butadiene styrene rubber, therefore I have written Buna S rubber. First point to you will write, it is a copolymer of butadiene and styrene. Second point you will write, it is the trade name for Buna S rubber is SBR rubber, that is styrene butadiene rubber. Then third you will write, it is obtained by the addition polymerization of 75% part of 1,3-butadiene and 25% part of styrene. Then it results into formation of a rubber which is then sent for the vulcanization or it is vulcanized with sulfur. The addition polymerization, it is carried out in presence of sodium. And fourth point, it is superior to natural rubber as far as its mechanical strength is concerned or its abrasion resistance is concerned. And fifth point, it is used in tire industry. Okay, so first point you will write, it is a copolymer of styrene and butadiene. Second point you will write, its trade name is SBR rubber, that is styrene butadiene rubber. Then third point, it is obtained by the addition polymerization of styrene and butadiene, 75% butadiene and 25% styrene. Reaction is carried out in presence of sodium and it is then vulcanized with sulfur. Fourth point, it is superior to natural rubber as far as its mechanical strength is concerned and its abrasion resistance is concerned. And fifth one, it is used in tire industry. So now we will directly write reaction. See what is reaction? It's a styrene. First we will write butadiene. It's 1,3-butadiene. Okay, this is 1,3-butadiene. At first and third position there is a double bond, and this is styrene. See, structure for styrene is this. Okay, so 75% of styrene butadiene and 75% of butadiene and 25% of styrene is taken. This is styrene. Okay, so what will happen? Addition polymerization. So what will happen? The bonds are present, it is used for the reaction, and therefore new, see, CH2 as it is, CH as it is. Now this bond will shift to this, so it becomes CH. Okay, this bond will shift over here, so I will write this new bond. This is a new bond. Again I will write the same unit. Why? Because we have taken somewhat larger amount of butadiene as compared to styrene, so I will repeat this unit. Okay, same unit I have written over here, and next to that you will write this. This is CH, this is C6H5, that is phenyl group, and this is CH2. Okay, so this is nothing but what? Buna S rubber. Or it is so called as styrene butadiene rubber. Is it clear? So what do you write? 75% of 1,3-butadiene, 25% of styrene, they are allowed to undergo reaction. I have written this unit twice. Why? Because it's said to possess excess amount of whatever butadiene as compared to styrene. You can write thrice as well, but since somewhat excess amount is taken as compared to styrene, therefore I have written it twice, and next to that this forthcoming unit. Is it clear? So that is something about Buna S rubber.